me record a quick one about Auston Holleman real quick, because he's on my mind. And, young bro, one thing I liked about him, that when he first hit the scene, he was young and he was unfiltered. And he didn't know quite how deep the waters are getting into this. And as he's climbed up the ladder and gotten more exposure, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. And sometimes that can be good and sometimes that can be bad. So they twisted your words. They got you canceled in Brazil. It's fine. The thing is Brazil is just one part of a big globe. There's other spots to go. And guess what? They made you a martyr. They made you a martyr. Try to do that with Kevin. They made you a martyr. Now, a lot of guys that were so-so about you or iffy about you or just indifferent to you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take your side. They're going to come to your rescue. You're going to be a cause celeb. Like, Passport Bros would not have blown up to the point where it is now if it wasn't for black women going negative and black women putting TikToks out about Passport Bros because they're butthurt feelings. And so they grew Passport Bros from an unknown entity, an unknown Facebook group, to worldwide status, to mainstream media focus, and still growing. You got kids that don't even know anything about passporting or dating internationally, anything like that. Man, begging their fathers to get passports. So-called infamous people are not unknown. They're not unknown. Basically, look what they did to Andrew Tate. They blew Andrew Tate up to and sky's the limits. So they took a little innocent thing that you did. You didn't mean any harm. And they blew it out of proportion. And they made you a international incident. And so people that didn't even know who Auston Holleman was or what he stood for or what the Passport Bros were or what they stood for, guess what just happened? They're going to give you a ton, I do mean a ton, of free press. Now, you can walk away, lick your wounds, and hide out if you want to. Or you can pack up your bags, go to Thailand, go to the Philippines, go to Malaysia, go to China, go to Japan, go to South Africa, go a whole ton of places. And guess what's going to follow you? We're going to follow you. We're going to be right there with you. I wouldn't even subscribe to the brother. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to subscribe to the brother and start sharing his videos. And a lot of people that I know are going to start subscribing and sharing his videos. There's a lot of white MGTOWs that are going to start subscribing to him. Because first thing you did was slag his name. Most people don't care about that. Black women are going to complain about anything. They're going to complain about everything. But a Brazilian feminist going against a Passport Bro, going against SYSBM guy, the anti-feminists are actually going to pick up his cause. So, brother, you might as well start yourself a Patreon and start putting that selective stuff, that the interviews that you were just doing in public, don't put them on Instagram. Don't put them on Twitter. Make people pay for them and let you know you got interviews of girls or interviews of women on your Patreon. Make people pay for it because they're coming. And what they did is give you free press. What they did is make you a living martyr. Dead martyrs are bad enough, but living martyrs, they're even worse. Check out Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's a living martyr, like him or not. And a whole lot of people that didn't like him or didn't know who he was are going to check out his message. And a lot of that's going to bleed through. They say something about the United States, especially when they get going, right? They have no reverse gear. So if they're doing something that's negative or harmful, they don't have any reverse gear. They got to keep going until they run out of gas. Black women are the same way. Black women only have one playbook. They only have one playbook, which is the shame, right? The sign language is all they know. They don't know how to be nice. They don't know how to be agreeable. They don't know how to be conciliatory. They don't know how to work on self-improvement. Even if they work on self-improvement, it's quiet. But the thing is, they're still going to give nothing but sign language. They tried to shame men into being in place. And they tried to guilt men into not doing something they don't want. And the need to be right. See, that's all this is. It's like I told you, Negroes, y'all couldn't go set up shop someplace else. That those men were going to chase you back. And I just heard that. And they think that one guy, one incident, one guy is going to stop a wave. Can't stop the wave, baby. One person, one guy's not going to stop a wave. One guy, one person not going to kill Passport Bros. I've seen this too much. They thought one guy, one person, they went after Sandman as a MGTOW. They went after turd flinging monkey as a MGTOW. They doxed and do whatever they could to actually go after the MGTOW movement when it was in its nascent formation. 2013, they went after them. Whole hog, name names. Guess what it did? It only grew. It started to splinter. Now there's so many splinters of MGTOW you can't even count them. And now the message that they were talking about is all over the place. Now the MGTOWs have gone from barely getting 10,000 subs to like you get people with 2, 3, 400,000 subs. All they did was rebrand them, take the MGTOW off, rebrand the message, and now it flies right through. Coach Greg Adams is one of them. Now the MGTOW message permeates through the whole manosphere, through the whole red pill. Andrew Tate is a culmination of all the red pill logic, whether you like it or not, in an amoral form. Why they're scared shitless of Andrew Tate. Black women are scared shitless of passport bros because we finally took them up on their offer. We ain't gonna do shit for you till you leave. So now we're leaving. That's not gonna change. Why? Because the environment that black men are in is not gonna change. They're not gonna come back to you just because some chick in Brazil decided to put the mouth on one guy in one country, and you think that's gonna stop anything. All it's gonna do is start a bigger rush toward the doors because we know how mean and sinister you are. That was not nice. That was uncalled for. And that will not be forgotten. Now, up to now, most black men, I said the vast majority, like 99% of black men, had saying nothing but praises of Brazilian women. How nice they were, how accommodating they were, how understanding they are, how sweet they are. Even the women that were prostitutes, even the women that were out there selling sex, they were saying how genuine even those people were, even those women were. This feminist thinks that she's protecting the reputation of Brazilian women, protecting the good name of Brazilian women, getting ready to ruin it, especially with black men in America, because you keep this up, we're going to see you as we do the same chicks that we see in America. In other words, then there will be no difference between you and them. And the reason that black men in America go down to Brazil because they want nice, accommodating women that are black. That's why they go down there. They can go any place else in the world. They can go all down Central America, up and down Central America, down in Colombia, down in South America, and get women. Why did they go to Brazil? Because there's black women. But if you're going to act like American black women or start saying the same shit American black women do, then fuck it. Might as well go to Thailand, go to the Philippines, go to Japan, go to Malaysia, go to India, Eastern Europe. Why hold out for black women if you're going to get the same treatment? And that goes for the sisters on the continent. You start cutting up, guess what? Ain't no sense in going to the continent and dealing with the same shit. Don't let your sisters over here convince you to be disrespectful like they are. People think that black men have no place to go. Adult black men in America are only 18 million. Quarter of those are above the age of 50. 20% of those are under the age of 18. I should say 10% of those are under the age of 25. Basically, the biggest group of dateable black men between the ages of 20 and 45, there's only a number like 10 million, 10 to 12 million. If you exclude the quarter of them that are married, talking about 8 or 9 million. That's nothing against 4 billion women on the planet. It's nothing. Got almost 4 billion women on the planet. That's 9 million is a drop. Hell, they could all move to Nigeria and be absorbed. Nigeria's got 200 million women, 200 million people. Africa has 1.7 billion people. They can all go to Africa and be absorbed in a heartbeat. Hell, they can go to China by themselves and be absorbed. Europe is looking for people. They're looking for first world men of any color. Black men go to Eastern Europe, the Nordic countries. Hell, in Finland, they're giving away scholarships because they don't have enough people. Giving away scholarships, they don't have enough people. Black men could go to Europe right now and be absorbed. Young black men in college could get a free college, get away from the gynocracy, get free college and go to Finland, go to Norway, go to Germany. I'd have to deal with black women at all. But if Brazilian women want to play this game by acquiescing to the sisters, by trying to chase black men back to America, that's just not going to work. They're just going to go someplace else. Auston, go to Uganda. Go to South Africa. Go to Ghana. Go to Gambia. Go to go to Thailand. Go. You should be on a flight going to Philippines, getting interviewed by Filipino P right now. The Philippines are recruiting black men to come there. Recruiting. And the one place that's a black man's dream, which is Brazil, Salvador Bahia, especially because there's nothing but black women and black folks up there. This is what we get. We go to a black sector, the blackest sector in Brazil, and this is the kind of treatment that we get. When he's down in Rio, you hear none of that. All the brothers down in Rio doing their thing, and in Sao Paulo doing their thing, you hear none of that. You go to Salvador Bahia, one, not even a misstatement, a misunderstanding, all of a sudden you got all these chicks running to the police. Now you can keep this up. If they keep this up, hey brothers, let them have it. Let the white men have them. Let the white men go down to Brazil and have a good time, man. We need to go someplace else. If they don't want passport bros in Brazil, man, you got another, 200 countries you can go to. You got 200 countries you can go to. You got a whole lot of white countries that need people because their birth rates are down so far. Hell, you can go to freaking Korea. Their fertility rate's down about 7. They need you to go knock up some of these chicks. So Auston, keep your head up, bro. It looks bad, and I told Kevin this back a couple of years ago. It looks bad, but guess what? They talking shit about you, but guess what? Every time they talk shit about you, they carry your name. So every time they talk shit about you, make them spell your name right and spell it for them. They want to cancel you? Yeah, go ahead and cancel me. Auston Holleman. Get it right. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.